Well, howdy, howdy. It's little BJ Thomas. Uh, I'm still very shy, but I'm gonna give this the best I can. I'm trying to come out of the shell, but I just want to make sure everybody can hear me first before I start blabbing on for an hour. And nobody say anything. Come on, I gotta hear y'all talk a little. So, can they hear me? Matter of fact, he's over here trying to help me because I can't see some of this, so he's gonna be my co-pilot for tonight, but you probably won't see him for a little bit, so it'll just be me blabbling. Okay, everybody can hear me. So the question a lot of people ask me is, who am I and how did I get to where I'm at? Well, actually, my nickname is BJ. My real name, I hate to tell everybody, but it's really Betty Jane. Da 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 da. But anyway, I was born in '76. I was a bicentennial baby. I didn't get it together tonight to show y'all, but I have a sentimental piece that means a lot to me. Back in '76, I was the first baby of the year in Morehouse Parish. My mother and I have a picture in the newspaper. That's actually my baby book that I forgot to get and bring tonight to show y'all, but it's really phenomenal to me and it means a lot because she's no longer here with us. She passed away to cancer at the age of 52. But anyway, graduated in '94 from a little small school in Sterlington. All my kids have graduated there as well. And I went to the News Star and worked there for 22 total years, working night and day on my own trucking company. I did flatbed, brokered for probably about 6, 7 years. Really good money in it, but it had a lot of downfalls to it. Worked night and day. Drivers call you all throughout the night, waking you up, running out of fuel, and always had a problem. And I was like, just a little too much for me. So I got more into the newspaper stuff and became a district manager slash single copy sales manager, which was really harder than I wanted it to be at the time. They moved a new lady down to Monroe, and she became our new operations manager. And she was just kind of had a heart of steel, didn't really care about nobody. We was just a number to her. And I'd actually talked to Keith and told him I was wanting a different career change, and he told me he could get me a job with him. And it kind of really scared me because I've hauled trailers, but it was not professionally. It was just to mud rides with my kids, and just for pleasure stuff. Never nothing really going over 400 and 500 miles a day. That was just not something that I did. And I come out here, went to the orientation, and my first load was from Indiana all the way out to Portland, Oregon. So I was like, oh dear God, just kind of a little fear in me, but I made the best of it. Life is nothing but a bunch of fears, but it's how we handle them, to be able to achieve them. And I remember the first time we stopped, the first night on my first load out, I was going to go in because I was proud of myself. Got safe, didn't run over anybody, didn't, I was like, oh yeah, I got this. So I go inside the unit to make sure all my lights was off and come out the door laughing, and just having a good time. And Keith was like, what are you laughing about? Right in the middle of my head, like right here, I had a big knot. I done ran into a cabinet in there and give myself a big third eyeball, and it stayed on me for probably about a week. But like I said, it's been a lot of adventures out there, and just that's one I'll never forget, especially on my first load out the yard. But anyway, I've had a few people ask me, what are some of my fears of the highway? Everybody has fears and everything we do, personal life, and this is just some of my personal fears. Crazy drivers. They have no respect for anybody. They're just always in a hurry. Got to get there as fast as they can, and that's not always the way to be. We're out there pushing trailers and trying to get them safe to where they got to go. And, you have drivers trying to run you off the road, coming over on top of you and making sudden stops, and you always got to be alert at everything you do. So one of my crazy fears is they're going to do something stupid, and somebody's going to get hurt that shouldn't get hurt. All of it could have been avoided. Another one of my fears is the weather conditions, because even though we watch the Weather Channel, it's not that the weather is 100% accurate all the time, because it's not. We woke up, before in Wyoming, and the weatherman said it's not going to snow. We wake up to inches of snow on our trucks, and I was like, oh God. So that's when you kick it in 4-wheel drive and just truck on along. Another thing I have a fear of is being and getting sick out on the highway and still having to work. I've actually had some issues with my arm, and I'm actually starting occupational therapy tomorrow with my arm. I've had this problem for a very long time, but it's actually what they call a sports injury, which is probably from, the newspaper stuff for 20 something years that I did. But it keeps me up a lot at night. You can't sleep. But my main thing is my doctor's here, and a lot of times I'm out in Arizona, and I just have to learn to handle the pain until I get home, which, I've actually been pretty good with, believe it or not. Uh, I've had a few people ask, what are some of the things I miss on the road? Being on the road like we are all the time. I love my kids, and I miss my kids and grandkids, and I wish I could spend more time with them, but I mean, I've got, my own personal bills I've got to pay, and it's just something that I have to do, and they all understand. When I come home, we always are having cookouts, or just getting together, enjoying ourselves. And I miss seeing my dad. But another thing is, I'm real big on the holidays, and we do miss, some holidays. But they're understanding. I try to make it up to them when I get back. Like my kids' birthdays, I can't always be there, so I try to plan something when I get back. Just like tonight. We had my son's 22nd birthday, but it's on March the 2nd. So but he understood, we was all good. I had a really good time. You know, some of the places I've enjoyed seeing, one that is really sentimental to me would be Moab, Utah. That's actually how I met Keith. Is he was posting pictures of Moab, Utah, and I posted a comment and told him, "Thank you for sharing the beautiful visions that God has given, for us to see." I just wasn't fortunate enough at the time to be able to get there and see on myself in person, but seeing the pictures was, just like I was there myself, and it was really awesome. Arizona is another one of my favorites. I love seeing just all the beautiful scenery, the rocks, the different colors of the rocks, and especially the beautiful sunsets, in the morning and the nighttime. But probably one of my personal favorites that is just eye catching every time you go down the road would be in Oregon. That is all the beautiful waterfalls. Bridal Veil was probably one of my personal favorites that I enjoyed seeing, especially the name at the time that I seen it was because I was going to be a bride myself, not far from there. Uh, the hardest thing I've had to learn about my job in general transporting was the electronic logs. I was used to the trucking company doing paper logs, and we went to electronic logs, and it was like, ouch. I didn't know what I was doing, but luckily he took the time with me and showed me how to do everything. So now it's all good. But and another personal thing was backing up a trailer. I couldn't do it. I don't care how hard I tried. I'd lose my patience. He'd be out there slinging his hands, doing this and that. And first thing I did is I would smile and I would laugh, and I was like, "Yep, I'm in trouble. Time to be quiet." So I was like, "Oh, I got this." But the best thing I learned from myself is I had to learn to manage it on my own. So a lot of times when I did go out there by myself, nobody was around for me to get distracted by, and I would literally put a pair of my shoes out and try to learn how not to run over those shoes. So throughout the years, I've actually learned how to back one up a lot better than I did. Um, well, another thing, I'm still shy, so you have to still kind of bear with me. Uh, the hardest thing I've ever done by myself out on the road was managing a breakdown, but I'll tell you what, I got it pretty good. Uh, I called Keith and I said, look, actually, I was not in my big truck at the time. I had a little baby truck and she had a radiator leak. And I called, it was on a Saturday, and told him, I said, look, she's pouring. I don't know what to do. He goes, how do you know it's pouring? I said, well, trust me, it's pouring. So I literally sent a video and it was pouring, down. And I told him, I said, no worries. I've got this, because my dad and my brother and my son always taught me, just, manage it, and I did. Luckily, I got that thing. It was running hot. Got back to the truck stop. I found my own mechanic, my own fan clutch and radiator all on a Saturday, and had my truck fixed with probably an hour and a half to 2 hours. Called and told me it was ready. I was back on the road, something that was actually, I amazed myself, to be honest with you, but girl power did it. But have I ever been involved in any accidents? I got an email from a individual that asked me that, and actually, yes, I have. It was actually on the Dalles down in Oregon. It was icy out there, and a young guy was. I actually seen it before it happened because the road was icy enough to where I was on the rumble strip trying to keep my traction going, and I actually seen him, losing control on the left side of the road and hit my trailer and hit my truck. Did not damage my truck, but he just got my trailer a little bit, to where they wouldn't let me deliver it. I had to carry it back to a repair shop. But that's actually been the only accident I've been in on the highway. What do I enjoy about my job? What keeps me involved in the job? And the number one thing, hope he's listening. Don't y'all think he's listening? As I get to enjoy time spending it with Keith, seeing different places of the world, making those memories. Nothing more precious than that right there. And also you make extremely good money at it. Every day you wake up practically in a different state and different food most of the time. One of my personal favorites. Another thing is the company's family oriented, and I really enjoy that because I'm actually family oriented myself. I've got my son and my son-in-law that's actually coming out here, next year. And it's going to just be phenomenal because, Keith has carried on his tradition with his family. So now I'm carrying on with mine. So it's probably been some of my best pet peeves there that's going to keep me there, for a long time. I had another email come from a person that asked me, would I ever give my job up? The answer is no. I love it too much. It's been a total different change of life for me, but it's one that's been the biggest blessing probably ever that I've ever had a chance to have. Just want to kind of give y'all a small recap of the week of kind of what I've done, where I've been, and what I've always got into. Actually, I loaded up in Goshen, Indiana, and had a load going to Mesa, Arizona. Everything went good. We got in a little bit of snow and a little bit of sleet over in Missouri. But, a little rain after that. Getting down there, it was, pretty sunshine and a nice warm day. And then, of course, on the way back home, drama. Had a blowout on the front of my tire. I was like, oh, so I called and told myself, well, big girl is down. Big girl needs help. So we pull it over and get it fixed, come home. And it's like, coming all the way home because I got one big girl tire and one little girl tire. But we got it with a little wobble here, kind of going like that down the road. Got her home. So tomorrow we'll be getting some new tires on her and get her back healthy again. Pretty good, wasn't it? But anyway, we got home, had my granddaughter's first birthday, really a nice gig. And tonight we had my son's birthday and a cookout where all my kids, my grandkids, and my dad was all there, so it was very awesome. And tomorrow, of course, I get to go to the doctor to get this little bad shoulder taken care of and help with some of the pain that is causing me. It has not disabled me from doing my job though, because So I told the doctor, don't cut it off. I can still swing it around if I have to hit somebody with it. I still need that thing. I got personal use for it somewhere, you know. Uh, got one more email, then this is the one I try to save for the last. It was a guy. He asked me not to close his name, and I won't. But he wanted to know what his YouTube done for me and how what I think about it. Well, actually, YouTube has got me to come out of my shell. I used to be extremely shy and didn't really want to talk. I kind of stayed in the back, letting Keith do all the talking because it kind of kept me from having to talk. But I come out of my shell because I wanted, to do something with him, that I'll always have, years to come, that I can always go back and look at and laugh at myself for having a bad day, or, just whatever it may be. But that's the answer that he was looking for. It got me to come out of my shell a little, even though I'm still kind of shy. I'm learning to deal with it better, and to come out. But if any of y'all have any questions about anything you want to know, just pop them on here, because he's going to have to read them for me. I can't see them, but he's right beside me and he can read them to me, and I'll answer them for you. You still typing? He said, keep talking, keep talking. But I just want to thank everybody for coming in here tonight. It's been a blessing to me. I really didn't have everything together. I wanted to put a little wig on and make it funny for y'all, but I was running a little behind on my time. But next time I come on, I'm going to try to do, maybe some little trivia with people and just try to make it, really fun, so everybody can get to know everybody on here and everybody can ask questions about everybody, just kind of learn who we all are and how we got to where we're at in life, with what we're doing. So, you want to say anything? He's over here just steady pointing, keep talking, and I was sitting here like, is my hour up? Over here starting to get a little hot. Shyness. I'm a clown. I do clown around a lot. You may see me out skating on ice. I may fall, and it was so funny one time. If he had it on camera, I probably wouldn't have went viral with this one. He was pulling his 53-foot trailer, and we was in Iowa, and the road had done started getting pretty bad. And I told him, I said, look, I'm going to Dukes of Hazzard my trailer. I'll get it in this parking lot for sure. And I did. I jumped a little curve here and there, but I got my trailer parked. And he come in, and the first thing he said is, you open his door, and his paperwork just started flying everywhere. And he started hollering, help me. So, me being a big bad wolf, I'm going to run over there and try to help him. Sure enough, next thing I know, I'm laying on my back and done kicked my shoe off. The ice done took me out, but I laid there and I laughed, and he looked and laughed. And I said, I wish I'd have thought about it at the time, but I would have hollered, help, I'm falling and I can't get up. But it just didn't hit me fast enough. But no.
Okay, girl, you got a question. What's your favorite thing about having a bigger truck than KT? That's from Beyond Beauty 3. Beyond Beauty.
The biggest thing about having a bigger truck is I love the guys to rag it. Mine is actually only 2 inches taller, but I would call him, as soon as a little truck come down the road and hear the big one, here it comes. I said, do you see that truck just passed you? It's a lot bigger than yours, and it would just get his temperature boiling. But
yeah.
I love the fact knowing that, I could rouse his little feathers a little bit. But, of course, mine is bigger, and it's actually a lot neater on the inside. I'm going to get him to take a video of the inside. I actually have some party lights in my truck in the very back, and I light them up. I've got my fans back there. I've got a TV, a 24-inch TV mounted in my truck. I watch a lot of Netflix, Hulu, and just practically anything you want to in there. I've got a microwave on the floor that we cook in, little refrigerators, but it's actually phenomenal knowing that you can put all that in a pickup truck, and of course I got my little girl decorations in there.
You got a question from Susan Nelson Klein.
Hey, Susan.
How is it sleeping in your truck?
It's actually awesome, and this is a crazy thing that I'm going to say, but I prefer sleeping in my truck than I would a motel room. the bed I have is kind of like it cocoons me in there, and I feel more comfortable in my truck than I do a motel room, and the bed is actually, the way I've got it made, is comfortable. I mean, I'd rather spend my time in my truck than I had a motel room. So
Okay, let's see. You have another question from Imagine Your Odyssey. What year
hey,
is your truck and how many miles do you put on it? How many miles is on it now and how many miles you put on it in the course of a year?
when I first got my truck, it had, and they didn't believe me until I showed him my paper. My truck had 234,000 miles when I got it, and I got it in December of last year. And as of right now, that was in 19 that I got it. 2019, I got it. No,
18.
18. I'm sorry, 18. 2018, December of 2018. Like I said, it had the 200 something thousand. Now I'm fixing to roll right at 500,000 miles on that girlie, and she's still getting it. Just a few little leaks here and there. Other than that, she's still ready to hit a hill and buckle on up. But I love it. It's a 2013 Bighorn, and I probably wouldn't have anything else but that. The Laramies are too fancy for me. I'm a little country girl. I like my trucks, and I think I like the Bighorns because they come with the better, duty trucks. Is more stronger to me than a Laramie, because a Laramie is like somebody who wants to be a little fancy. They got all the nice stuff. I like one I could put a ding and a band-aid here and there, and she's still looking good going down the highway. And plus she's still bigger. So
And you also want to know
so
about how many miles do you run a year?
uh was it, I can't remember actually. I think it was around 140,000 we run a year, and that's actual paid miles. That's not actually including our deadhead miles, because we do deadhead back a lot.
All right. And do
Hmm.
you have, from James Catneys,
Hey
do you
James.
have to do the DOT logs same as a semi driver?
Yes, actually we do. We are ELD, but mine is not plugged into the truck. We run a Keep Trucking app, and we do have to run the DOT hours and stuff, but ours is to where if we make a mistake, we can correct it without having to go, to the company and explain what mistake we made and them correct it. We can do it ourselves.
Okay. I was waiting on this. I was waiting on the trouble to start. So,
BJ,
Daydream
BJ.
about nice things
Hey, girls.
wants to know, says, BJ, tell us some dirt on KT. But let your conscience be
Oh,
your guide, because remember, the river is high outside.
he does like to cry. He does have a really good sentimental side, but don't make him mad. If you ever see me do this around him, that's his griping mode. It's kind of like a little puppet going on. But he's good hearted, very funny. He kind of gets annoying, hurry to try to get to eat or to a buffet, and he wants to go talk to everybody. I'm like, come on, hurry up, and it's starting to get dark, and it's just funny. But we have a great time out there together, it's really fun.
All right, let's see. Let's see. New Horizons. Yes, BJ has the bigger truck.
Of course.
We got some
So,
new people in here. We got
hey,
the
everybody.
Jones family in here, and I just
Mhm.
saw Daddy Delgado.
Hey,
He
nice
says,
for y'all to join.
yeah, he says you got to be a little crazy in order to stay young. At least that's what I tell myself.
Exactly. I totally agree with it, because if you can't wake up every day with a laugh and a smile on your face, you will never be able to conquer any fear or any challenge that life has to throw at you every day. Because life is hard every day. We all know it. It's a challenge, but it's also a journey to a beautiful thing if you let it be. So.
Okay, let's see. And my main man, RV
Ditto, ditto.
Underway, RV Underway has a great statement to New Horizons. It ain't always about bigger.
It's about the better.
Damn it, girl.
So.
All right. Let's see here. Jerry Holly said he can't wait to see the inside of the trucks.
Oh, it's awesome. His is actually, I told him, I said, look, I said, why don't you just let me take over and decorate your truck up? I don't think he wants no purple lights or little pretty frogs in there. But I think it'll look good.
Here's someone in here. Simple Life, Big Adventures says hello.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, here's a question. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. It's from one of my best friends for 30, 40 years.
Tell me the dirt.
Ken Kirchner says, what is it like being married to Mr. Keith Thomas?
I don't think I have enough hour time to talk about
Is it a full-time job?
Yeah. It's been totally different. He's actually been probably the only one that I've ever had that showed a lot of care and a lot of attention. I'm kind of like his little queen, as I call it, and I can practically get anything I want, if I just ask for it. And I don't think he heard that, but no, he's been really good to me. Everybody does have their battles every day, but we laugh ours off, because we know we're stuck with one another,
Okay, check this out. You got from Lily.
Hey, Lily.
Gypsy Child. She wants to know, how do you run your microwave?
Oh, I have a power inverter in my truck, and I just turn it on. It is hooked to my battery and stuff, and as soon as I turn it on, I just plug in my and just get my I plug in my microwave and just get down there. And the way I have it set up is it's on my passenger side, and I have it to where as soon as I open the door, the microwave is right there, and you just open the door and put it in there and close it. Now, I do have to stand out there, but when he's asleep, sometimes I do pick it up off the floor and put it on the middle of the console, and I'll be cooking me some popcorn or whatever. He just thinks I'm over there sleeping.
All right, let's see here. Oh, Lord. I tell you what, Jerry Holly, my good friend.
Hey, Jerry.
How is it living with Keith, or already telling me by saying you like sleeping in your truck away from him?
The reason why I sleep in mine is because I'm 44 and I started having like little hot flashes, and he's always burning up hot and he always gets cold. So the way I do mine is I have my fans going at night, and he would always freeze. So I just started sleeping in my truck because I got the 24-inch TV in there. Who wouldn't want to sleep in that truck? But other than that, we do get us some motel rooms, and we do stay together. It's not that we're doing that to be rude. It's just that he's understood the hot flashes that I was going through.
All right. Your cousin Timmy Ray says,
hey Timmy.
Says, hey, cuz BJ, I am so sorry that I am late. I was at Walmart and the prices aren't always low.
I can't believe you come on late, boy. No, Timmy, I just want to say hi to him. He's a good kid. He's probably one of my favorite cousins. He calls me probably 10, 15 times a day. He always checks on me, always trying to ask where I'm at. And the last conversation he always has, he says, have a blessed day and I love you. Those 3 words are very touching, coming from anybody. So I thank you for the phone calls.
All right. Ken Kirshner again chiming in. I got dirt, laughing out loud, but I'm loyal to my boy. So don't be making friends with Ken Kirshner. Y'all do not subscribe to each other.
We all got dirt, but we try to keep it professional on the screen, right?
Yeah. And RV Underway says again, oh hell, slow momentum. KT will tear up at a drop of a hat. Big heart. Love you guys.
He does. He does. And we could be sitting here watching the Western Channel, and he'll be over there on his phone looking how old somebody is now, or how much their net worth is, and you'll see where they're. I was like, I'm looking at it like, what happened, But as he's checking out somebody, they passed away early, or we're watching some kind of show and somebody does something good. This is great. Instead of him sitting there smiling, I love it because his daughter calls him a big tit. When she called him that,
Titty baby. Yeah, she said big tit. Miss Kathy's Outdoor Adventures has
Hey, Miss
another
Kathy.
question for you. Do you ever have issues with routes or low clearances?
Practically no, I don't. But there was one time when I don't think I even told him this here, so that's one of my dirty secrets. I was by myself, and I've got a $400 GPS in my truck, and still to this day I cannot operate that thing. You know, it's a little too advanced. But it actually did take me down a dirt road, and I just kind of turned my location off so he couldn't see I was kind of off my route. But I got out of the gravel road and stuff, and everything is good. But there was like one time, that I took the wrong journey, but he got me back out pretty good.
Okay, AJ said you could
Hey, AJ.
decorate his truck.
Oh, I love it. AJ Wood, him and Beth, amazing people. They could tell you how shy I was. The first time I met these two, I'd come in a truck stop in Barstow, California. I'll never forget that. And I come in looking all greasy with my hair pulled up, and he was sitting at the table, and I said, "Do you know where the showers are?" And he pointed, he goes, "Up there." I was like, "Okay," 'cause I'm still new at this by myself. And then his girlfriend come down, and next thing I know, they were out there, and she was like, I think that was BJ, because I became famous off Keith's Facebook page, and I didn't really know anybody. And
Famous.
yeah, he's actually famous.
No, you're
But
famous.
oh no,
You
I'm
have
just
got
me.
41.
I'm
You have got
quiet.
41
I'm
in your live
quiet.
stream. I haven't been
But
able to do that.
But anyway, AJ and Beth, I love y'all. I don't have Facebook or anything. I let Keith run that and stuff. But I do have a Snapchat, and AJ and Beth found out that I was in Indiana a few weeks ago, and I was kind of stuck there because the loads were, not there, and plus my truck being the weight it is, I don't have a CDL, so that does actually mess me up from hauling some loads. So I was actually sitting there waiting, and Keith had already gone. As I told him, don't let me hold you back, from making money. But AJ and Beth was trying to carry me to lunch because they knew I was there, and it's really touching knowing that people do that for you and how much they care. And I met Beth's son Trey, and Trey will chime in, or I'll chime in and talk to him. We just, one big happy family out there. We're all there for each other. And, I'm very thankful that I have, the people that I do in my life now, because I've never had them before. I've always, been really quiet to myself. And now I see where the shyness that I have has actually held me back for many years from actually seeing the true people that I wish I'd had a long time ago.
Okay, Imagine Your Odyssey has a question.
Hey,
we're gonna try this. I don't know exactly what he's saying, but he says, "What do both of you tow?" Now I don't know if he means what truck do we have, and what are the weight limits of both of your trucks. So just tell him what trucks we have and the weight limits, and also tell him what we tow. What kind of RVs we tow.
Okay. I have a 13 Dodge Bighorn edition. He has the 2018 Laramie edition, the nice and fancy one. With no scratches, no dents, no dings. I have a few on mine. But anyway, my GVWR is 14,000 on my truck, which is the same as his. I have a chauffeur's license that I was required being in the state of Louisiana. Keith has a CDL. I am limited on my loads because a lot of the trailers, if they go over the 26,000 GVWR, I'm limited to that. I can't haul them, but I am in the process of getting my CDL this coming summer. Now, Keith can practically haul anything he wants. Nothing really holds him back. We practically haul anything that they'll let us haul and stuff. But matter of fact, a lot of times we will tow each other back. Yeah, I just said 14,000
Oh, I didn't hear
GWR.
that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
He's trying to tell me how to run my show. Can you believe that?
Excuse me.
It's all good. But anyway, we do have a pretty cool system. We have like a little, is it a Blue Ox? What it is? Mm-hmm. We have a Blue Ox system, and of course, the big truck has to pull the little truck. So the only thing I don't like is he has to drive it. And I was like, So I kind of always made a little excuses that why he couldn't drive my truck. It was always having a problem.
Okay, next question. Mr. William Dixon.
Hey, Mr. William.
He wants to know, Does your truck have a name?
Yeah, I called her the little Tonka toy, and the way I got that is I seen a flatbedder coming by in a yellow truck just strapped on his trailer all by itself, and I was like, "That's me right there. I'm the big truck. I'm the little Tonka truck, but
Tonka truck. There
little
you go.
Tonka toy." So,
Okay.
yeah.
We have a statement from Susan at New Horizons. BJ is the awesome one and the better looking half of Slow Momentum.
I know my hair just is not what I want. But back in the '80s, I had that big hair. Matter of fact, I seen a friend of mine. I ran into Walmart the other night, and she almost didn't recognize me. And I looked up. And I said, "Stephanie." She said, "Oh my God, hey girl." She said, "Where's your hair?" Because my hair was out here. I had that old curly, pretty hair back in the '80s. And now it's there. That's why I told my son I had to highlight my grays. So.
Imagine your Odyssey says he has a 2002 Ram 3500.
Oh yeah, nice. I tell you what, I had a 2008, and I called her Old Dirty. Reason being, she was just an older truck, and wasn't just the prettiest thing, but she was a running thing for sure. I mean, I probably ran that truck hot 4 or 5 times, not knowing because I was new out on the highway. But even though she was having problems, and she still kept me safe. Got me to where I needed to be. And if I remember right, I think that truck had somewhere around 600,000 to 700,000 miles when I traded her in. And I was just having some rear end trouble out of it. But other than that, the motor was still running as strong as it could be.
Okay,
So.
RV Underway says when hauling, who leads and who follows?
Now that's going to cause a problem.
Don't be too long winded because we have a lot of questions here.
What I like to do is I'm like the kind of mother goose when it comes to him. I always try to stay behind him to protect him, and because I know a lot of times we don't get everything. I have that vision where I'm looking every way, front and back and all that. So I like to stay in the back that way in case I ain't paying attention and I get in trouble missing a turn. It's better for me to stay in the back. But a lot of times I get bored because I notice he's slowing down, and I can't do 50 and 55. I'm ready to roll and get there.
I do not do 50 and 55.
Oh, yes, you do.
You're right. In a 50, 55 mile an hour speed zone.
He
it's your show. Go ahead.
He does. He'll slow down, and I get like really aggravated.
The next question we have comes from RV.
Wait a minute. I have Pandora going. I'm sitting there doing my little road dance and stuff, having a good time. Got my foot. Sometimes I look down, I'm tapping that pedal just a little bit too much, and I'll just pass him up, and BJ, what you doing? I was like, it's all good, right? Then I'll tell him just pass me up. But most of the time, I let him lead the way because he does do all the work and tells us where we're gonna stop at.
Okay, the next question. Okay, yeah. Next question from RV Kids TV. How do you handle the heat when your truck is off?
That's why I have my truck set the way I do. I have fans in the back, and I've actually got it kind of set to where the fans stay running. The power inverter does help in there with the fans and everything. But mainly what I do is I crack my back center window, and I put a fan in there, and it blows the air from the outside in. Then I have a dual fan up top, and I have one blowing on my face and one that blows on my feet, where the other just blowing over my whole body and inside the truck.
Because I don't let you run the truck for air. Right?
No, he don't.
Yes, I do.
It's a rare occasion.
But if it's too hot, we just idle the truck.
Yeah.
With the air conditioner.
He always says, "Don't be wasting Paul's fuel." Poor people got poor ways. Right? Is that what you're saying?
You're right. I've seen America. Ken Kirchner says, Keith, I miss you filming the countryside. I have seen America because of you. Thank you. I love you, Ken.
Awesome.
I'm listening to the replay in here. JTS Outdoors says, BJ, have you ever had anyone mess with you or the truck while you're pulled over to sleep?
Just a few of them. And I think a lot of it, what it is you're just a female in an area. I've actually had one time in California come over there, wonder if I want to watch TV, and it was nothing bad or anything. and I had an instance, where I think I was up in Goshen the last time I had any issues. I'm one of those, I stay to myself. I don't try to talk to anybody, because like I said, I'm a female out there by myself. And this driver wanted to be friendly and offer me dinner, but I know it was a friendly thing, but I kind of said no, and I left, just trying to get away because I didn't want any trouble or anything said bad about me, but no.
Guess who's in the house?
uh,
Guardsman Thomas.
oh, hey, Tyler.
Tyler's
Oh,
in the house.
awesome, awesome, awesome show you did the other night. I am so proud of you. And Tyler and me both were super shy. And when I seen Tyler talking the other night, I was like, I cannot wait to Snapchat him and tell him, say, okay, now what happened? How'd you get so, brave like you did? But Tyler, your show was awesome. Everything you were saying, you're an awesome guy. And I'm very proud of you.
Okay, let's see. POA says low clearances are a big concern for us. We are way smaller.
Yeah, actually, on our GPSs, we have a thing in there where we put on there the height. It's actually a trucker GPS. It does tell us, if we have a low clearance, it will actually warn us. But I've never myself ran into that trouble. I know Keith has when he had the 53-foot trailer. Matter of fact, it was in Marianna, Arkansas. The way the bridge railing was, one side was higher up than the other. And so he had a little issue with that. But, other than that, I have not had any personal problems myself. So.
Timmy Ray says you got 3 people watching you on his phone. Nick and Claude Adams are watching you.
Oh, hey, Nick. I've never had to meet Nick personally. Nick's always been a really good family friend. Claude, I talk to you a lot, joke with you, laugh, but wish I get to see y'all. Now I'll get to see y'all soon. Thank y'all for being here.
Oh yeah. She has to have the trucker GPS because she has the bigger truck. You're right.
Well, no, the trucker GPS actually helps us. I do run the Google Maps on my phone, but the Google Maps does not tell us where the truck stops are, which weigh scales are coming up. So that's why I bought my $400 GPS that he cannot stand. It tells me, matter of fact, when I was by myself traveling, you learn to teach yourself things that, I took for granted because he did it all for me. I had to find my own places to stop. And one night I was really tired and I couldn't get to the place he told me to stop at. And so I was sitting there just hitting that thing and I found me a rest area. So the trucker GPS is definitely the way to go for the clearances, the weigh scales, all the food. I mean, just everything is awesome.
Rick Bowes Ride says, has Slow Momentum ever had 42 watching? No.
I don't know, but I need to get more than 42. I know I want to try to do some different things in here. So like I said, I shot out my email. I've had a few responses and I'm very thankful for that. If you have any ideas or whatever you want me to do, I'll get them done. Like I said, I'm still shy of coming out of my shell, but it eventually get wild.
AJ says, you got Beth crying.
Oh, Beth, I love you to death, girl. I mean, you're probably the only transporter friend that I have out there that has actually inspired me as well as you, AJ, and Trey have. Y'all are the most phenomenal people. Y'all always there for me, and I love each one of y'all.
Okay, this is a question from Suzanne Nelson Klein.
Hey, Suzanne.
That you answer through me. Okay? You answer through me.
All right.
Or I answer through you. Yeah, whatever. Will you ever go full-time RVing?
Hard question. Some things that hold me back is my kids and grandkids are still young. There's a 17 difference between Keith and I. And
17 years?
Yeah, he's...
Oh, my God.
But there is benefits to that. Let me tell the benefits.
Yeah, there's benefits.
I was telling a friend of mine the other day, I said, it was crazy because back when we were younger, this is how you realize time passes really, really fast. I remember when I was 18 years old, I couldn't wait just to get that first pack of cigarettes I could buy legally by myself. Then it became 21 where you could buy beer. Even though I didn't drink, I just wanted to say I could buy it, you know. Then I was like, oh yeah, 25, I get cheaper insurance, which knocked it down maybe $2 to $3, you know. And then my mama says, well, I bet you can't wait till you get 55. That way you can get that senior citizen discount. And I was like, dang. So the other day I realized I ain't far from the 55, but he is. So why not take advantage of his senior discount? And that's what I do. So there is a benefit to the age difference.
Yeah, we
But
eat off the back page.
you know, hey, our hot dates are usually at the dollar menu or off the senior discount menu. So
Yeah, baby.
saving money, right? But no, will I go full time RV? There we have discussed that. I know that's something that he wants to do, but I still have the grandkids that I do want to spend more time with being home. My kids are all in Louisiana and my grandkids are, and you know, it's just the fact that I know they cannot afford to travel to places that I'll be in. And so I mean it's something I'm considering, but something I want to make sure I can get back home to be there with my grandkids.
So in other words, the answer was yes.
'Cause
Moving
I'm not
right
sure.
along, Jerry Holly.
Hey Jerry.
You know, in every group, you always got that comedian.
Oh, that's me.
No, you got somebody who can outdo you. It's Jerry Holly. Jerry Holly says we were talking about the names of the trucks. He wants to know, is Keith's truck named Baby?
No.
Baby. I think he was meaning baby truck.
I actually named it Motel 6. The reason being, am I gonna get in trouble? It's okay. I call his Motel 6. It's kind of like they leave the light on, but you're ready to hurry up and get out. You know, it's kind of like that. You know, he don't have the fans. He don't have all the luxury accessories that I do.
The girly stuff. I've got a man truck.
It's definitely a man truck because it's dirty. You know, it's dirty on the inside. But no, like I said, mine, I call it the Hamptonian because it's got every amenity you need but a shower.
Does it have a bidet?
A boot?
A bidet?
No, that's what they have bathrooms for.
I didn't know if you knew what a bidet was.
Yeah, actually, I learned that from Emily's mom because she had the surgery on her shoulder.
Okay.
I guess that's right.
Blue Wave Bob said, Bob said, don't be a bum, smash that thumb.
That's right. Hit like if you want me to do some more.
Thank you.
The more likes I get, the more I'll come on and try to be more creative next time.
AJ said, Beth says that KT does go slow because, you know, they got their foot in it.
Exactly.
They got their foot in it. They run 75 miles an hour.
I tell you what, the funniest thing was one time we met some older gentlemen and a lady at a truck stop, and they work for another RV company. But he was in there asking them how fast they run, and when they told me how fast they run, I just busted out laughing. I mean, they were hitting it at 70 and 75, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
I think they said 3 miles over the posted speed limit. That's ridiculous.
They didn't. They said they were hitting 70 and 75.
Well, I know, baby. I know the speed limit is 70 and 75, so they're going 73 and 78.
I tell you what, here we go. I'm right behind the turtle, you know, and next thing I know, shoom, shoom, here they all come flying around.
Almost suck us off on the interstate. But anyway, Blue Wave Bob says, thinks BJ has a lead foot and should slow down a bit.
I do have a left foot, and it's all Pandora's fault. And I tell you what, if they wouldn't put all that good music on there and that little toe
that's why you stay behind me so you can't speed.
I mean, if you don't get out the way, that's what I got a ram for. I will ram you.
Okay, imagine your Odyssey says, do you sleep in the cab or the bed of the truck with a camper shell?
No, I don't have no camper shell on my truck. I just have a regular 4-door truck. And I sleep in the back. I did not take my back seats out like most drivers do. And reason being, I feel safer in my truck knowing if somebody hits it, you know, while I'm sleeping, I got that little cushion there to help, you know, keep from the steel and stuff crushing me of the truck in general. But no, I've got a mattress back there in my back. You know, my seats are folded up, but I put the little platform down and my mattress is laying on that, and that's how I sleep.
That's a good answer. RV Underway says he
Mhm.
has to have that fan blowing in the face.
Oh yeah, and on the feet too.
And POA proceeding onward in America says I have to use the cruise control because it helps me with my speeding problem. Some people got drinking problems. They got speeding problems.
Exactly. I try to do the cruise control, but when you follow behind Mr. Turtle over here, it's like I'm always riding on him, like riding right behind him and getting too close because he said, I got my cruise control set on 68. But I don't know. I think it's just a physics thing, just in general, that if you ride behind somebody and you got your speed set the same thing, that, you're always going to be just right there. Of course, now, me having the bigger truck, I climb the hills better. I get down the highway a lot faster. And, people see that big truck and they just get out the way.
That's right. Guess who's in the house, everybody? Ralph's Trucking is in the house.
Hey, Ralph.
Yes. Susan wants to know, I think this was brought up earlier, but I want you to elaborate on it just a little more.
Okay.
Are you ever afraid someone will come up while you're sleeping and try to hurt you?
Oh, my God.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Thank you. I'm one of those, I'm a preventive maintenance person. I watch a lot of crime movies, and it actually helps me to have the thinking that I do. If you look in my truck, each one of my door pockets, you're going to see a crowbar and a razor blade. DOT will not let us have a gun out here being in a commercial vehicle, but they did not prohibit me using a crowbar or a razor blade, because nowadays you have to protect yourself. And the reason why I have one in every door, because if I can't get them on one of the four corners, they might as well get me.
Yep. All right. Check it out. RV Underway. He must have heard me talk before because he said, love it. Pole people got pole ways. That's going to be on my tombstone. Pole people got pole ways.
Definitely.
All right, let's see here. Timmy, this is Nick talking.
Oh, hey, Nick.
I got a question. When y'all are not loading up, do y'all drag race like small truck versus the big truck?
Well, we actually did that one time before. It actually was not in our personal vehicles. It was in another vehicle that we had at the time.
Lease trucks.
They were lease trucks, but don't tell nobody that, But anyway, we were pulling the same trailer, had the same truck. No, wait,
No, you had a Ford.
I had a Ford, matter of fact, and he had a Dodge.
I had a Ram.
Yeah.
I don't have Dodges. I have Rams.
Well, you had a Dodge Ram.
No, they quit that. It's just
well,
a Ram.
Anyway, it's still made by Chrysler. It's still a Dodge.
Okay, you win.
But anyway, the results of the story was I still beat him.
That's right.
Yeah, he tried to say I took off faster, but that's not true. He just I had a better truck.
Jerry Holly wants to know, do you always try to travel together?
And thank you, Jerry, for asking that. Yes, we do, but there is times we have not, and there's been times where I wanted to take a load, like I took one out to California one time by myself. And when you're with each other, a lot of times, being me, I've been out here for 3 years. It's kind of something I learned myself. I actually learned a little bit more being by myself. And the reason being is because I had nobody to do it but me. I had to learn all my stops. I had to learn the weigh scales and how everything was. So it's actually a good thing to go by yourself every so often because, it makes you do all the thinking for yourself and somebody else does not do it. Even though I am very thankful for that.
I don't like it. I don't like it because every guy in America, because BJ checks her oil, she checks her water. Yes. And as soon as you pop the hood, here comes everybody. He needs some help, which, she's never, no one's ever got out of line with her. But, you got too many crazy people out there. But she knows how to handle herself. But I do not like it. Bottom line.
Not only that, he cries when I get out of his sight.
I don't know about that.
I know. It's funny. And my kids can jump in here and tell you, I go to my kid's house and it's really funny. I used to get mad about it, but now it's made me laugh. he will send a message, time to get home, and it's like 5, 6 o'clock. I was like, are you serious? But I forgot he likes to go to bed early. Well, he used to until he got on YouTube. Like last night, we was.
I tell you, people, I catch
So,
heck over this.
oh, he does. I get mad sometimes because
Not mad.
well, not really mad.
So
it's
why did
just-
you say mad?
That's my term. I mean,
okay.
that's my opinion,
Okay.
right? My term.
All right.
But sometimes I may be having my little day where I just want to be all cozy, but he's over here on YouTube, and I'm very thankful y'all talk to him, and he enjoys what he does. But I'm sitting over here on a couch, and
They brought me out of my shell.
I wish you would get in a shell sometimes. But no, I'll be sitting over here on the couch, and he's over here talking and having a good time. And I'm just over here grouching myself.
We got to do this one quick because we
Okay.
could talk all day about this one.
Okay.
RV Underway wants to tell us about your children, Katie and BJ.
He'll be all night telling me of his.
Well, I got hey, RV Underway. I mean, like me and you Navy guys.
Sure,
I mean,
yeah.
we got one in every port.
Really?
I forgot to tell you about that.
I've got 3 personal kids of my own. My oldest one is Jennifer, and she's 24. She works at the post office. I have a son. His name is Hunter. He will be out here next year with me. He's turning 22 in March. Caitlin, she's my baby. She's 19. And I have one that I call her my adopted daughter. I actually did have legal custody of her to help her out with school. And her name is Emily. And that actually is my son's fiance.
There you go.
So,
And I have 4 kids of
Yes.
my own: Warren, Darren, and Jay. And my little girl's name is Keitha. I have 2 stepchildren that I raised until they graduated, Trisha and Mike. So, and they all, all but one have kids. So we got a slew of
You're
grandkids.
shaking that.
I'm sorry, I was shaking it.
You're getting all
I
excited
know,
shaking my camera there.
Let's see. Well, you were talking about that Uzi
He getting
Koozie.
all excited.
New Vision Security Services says this is
Hey,
one
New Vision.
cool live stream. Everybody
Oh,
loves it.
it's actually going to be even better. Like I said, it for me, I could sit back now and I'll probably be like him and tear up because seeing me in general, there's a lot I didn't disclose on here, but I had a pretty bad accident back in January of 1999. I was having post-traumatic syndrome from it, and I got really quiet. I quit driving for a whole year. I was actually on a New Star route, and I had a 18-wheeler run me off the road, and so it's been a long journey. But I am totally different than the way I used to be, and still shy. But back then they said I was a motor mouth, wouldn't ever shut up, and they actually used to say I was really rude to people, and it's hard to believe, but I guess they said it. I guess I was, but thankful I'm not that way anymore.
That's right.
So,
Okay, let's see. New Horizons says you are doing so good
Thank
tonight,
you.
BJ. I am so proud of you.
yes.
Yes. Justin and Christina's in the house. Let's see.
I did. I forgot one email, and I apologize. I can't remember the lady's name. I will write them down next time and tell who asked. But one lady actually noticed, she said something about my tattoo. She wanted to know what my tattoo was on my wrist. And I was like, oh my God, I was like, yeah. So anyway, I did have a tattoo on my wrist. Matter of fact, it's actually upside down, but I have a anchor. And me and my youngest daughter got this anchor. And I always said the anchor holds the family together, and I do have, some other tattoos as well. She actually noticed one on my finger. It actually is a rose. It was actually a cover up. I need to get it retouched up, and I've got one on my ankle, but the one that she was asking about on my wrist was actually in honor of my youngest daughter, Caitlin. We're like best friends, and
Hold
we
on.
got the same tattoo. So,
Hey, listen to this. Well, first off, our epic RV adventure says, just be yourself. We enjoy watching you and Keith. You both are wonderful people.
thank you.
Now, check this out. New Vision Security Services says you got yourself a sugar daddy.
Oh, I know, right?
Hey, we got so many in here. I am so far behind on
Oh
this.
no,
BJ.
I tell
I'm gonna let you.
it's okay.
Hey,
You're
hey,
doing good
wait.
for me.
Slow momentum goes
doing
on.
good.
I mean, you fixing to go into my time.
Oh,
But-
it's all good.
Okay.
Keep a talking. Keep a talking.
Okay, let me try to find some more questions right here.
Oh, let me tell you something that's really funny. So I do have a little dirt on him. When I first met him, I'm one of those old souls, what I call myself. When I realized the age difference, you know, I wasn't looking at the age at all. When you talk to somebody, you don't sit there and try to guess how old they are or think you shouldn't talk to them because they're older than you or younger than you. You know, it's what's inside that matters the most. And I remember when he told me, he said, well, I'm 17 years older than me. I was like, so, you know, and he said something. He goes, you realize when you get like 50 something, I'm going to be 70. And my exact answer was, don't you think you need somebody to take care of your old ass by then? It's been a done deal by then.
Oh Lord, yep. I'm just, hey, y'all. I'm gonna run down through these real quick because I got to. Let's see, which is your favorite RV? What's your favorite RV to tow? What's your What do you like? I mean, what's been a good one?
The Puma toy hauler last I hauled to Clay's West Monroe was actually probably the one of the easiest pull. The hardest one I ever pulled, I guess reason being, it was so long, had a big tail swing on it, and the back of it was so loaded down. It was a Columbus bumper pull. That was just extremely too much. And on icy road, it was dangerous because I had a car actually in Indiana pull in front of me, and I was coming to a red light, and all I could do was just pray to God I made it through safe. I slid straight on through the red light.
So. There you go. Our Epic RV Adventure says, BJ, that is good advice for anything. It is nice for the guys to do things, but women need to know how to do them too.
Exactly. Right. I'm very blessed that my dad and my brother and my son has taught me a lot. I used to sit out in the yard. Like I said, I was a country girl. It wouldn't be nothing for me to wreck a car, which I've done a lot, and go get me some parts. And me and my son would sit out in the yard, and I had that car running again in about 3 or 4 days. And we had this car. My kids are in here. They're probably going to laugh. We called it our Mexican car. And the reason being, we found a little car on the internet. It was like $300, and it was a, I can't remember what kind. It was a little Pontiac Sunfire, matter of fact. Got it for $300, you know, and me and my son, we had a little air compressor and a sprayer, and we got out there and we spray painted that car white, and we spray painted it black. It was funny.
Imagine your Odyssey. He got a kick out of whenever you said, "I wish you were in your shell." Sometimes.
Sometimes he does talk too much, but sometimes.
Hey, sometimes I can't even get these questions out because she is talking so much. Anyway, let's see. Someone said, "What's your handle on the CB?"
Really, I never had one because we really didn't talk a lot. But as always, BJ
what's on the back of your truck? Your new sticker. That's a good
Highway
handle.
Gypsy.
Highway Gypsy. That's a good one. All right, let's see. Going on down through these questions. I'm sorry, y'all. We got so many right in here. Timmy Ray's with someone says, "This is Lisa, and how often do y'all do a pit stop?" And Timmy is talking to Claude. It's not good talking. She just threw them under the bus.
Claude is a trip. First time I talked to him, you know, we were sitting there just joking. And
Wait a minute. Jerry Holly.
Hey,
Jerry Holly takes care of the scheduling, and he just said that you can have my hour.
Thank you.
Oh my! Well, Jerry Holly runs it, so I guess you have to take this hour. Maybe I'll get to go on after a while. Y'all stay tuned for Slow Momentum at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, trust me, he'll be up watching, see what all y'all are doing.
I'm going to get my time.
I know today I was sitting there cooking, and I wasn't trying to be mean to him, but I was just going to see how far I could push those little buttons a little bit. And my son-in-law was over there. He said, "Oh, look," he said, "Yo, honey on YouTube." I said, "Again?" You know, I sent a message, "Busted," because he was supposed to be over there with us at the birthday party, but you know,
it's Jerry Holly's fault.
It's your fault.
Listen, RV Underway said,
Okay.
I'm going to get a full body tattoo of myself tattooed on myself, only more handsome.
That's awesome.
Anyone grasp
Do
that?
not give him any ideas because he'll probably try that
Ooh,
himself.
Lord, but that'd be too much ink. Yeah. Somebody else says, yeah, BJ can use your hour too. They're all voting for you to take my hour.
I tell you what I was gonna do tonight. My son has always picked on me and stuff. You know, he calls me Dolly, I guess because the hair, whatever. So I changed my
No, it's
YouTube.
probably being dingy.
Oh, I am that. I
No,
mean,
you're not, baby.
I'd rather be dingy than a grouch.
There
Right?
you go.
But anyway, I was gonna come on with the big hair, and just I'm gonna try to do funny things to get people to laugh because it's just a part of me that I enjoy being is a character.
Okay, I got that. Hey, I told him I didn't know how to say his name really. It's like Vigio Loco, something like that. But he said this is the best stream he's ever been in.
I tell you what, I'll nickname you. I had a major crush. Let's call you Rico Suave.
Rico Suave.
Rico.
Let's see here. Daydream About Nice Things says, I nominate the BJ at Slow Momentum Show for a YouTube live stream award.
Thanks.
All right. 608 Truckers in the house. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to get on down through here. Your daughter says, so proud. Love you, Mama.
Thank you. Is that Caitlin?
Yes.
I can't see, so he's reading them for me.
Yes. Okay, Lucky Dog is heading out. Thank y'all so much, Lucky Dog, for coming to the chat.
Thank you.
Faith and the Fallen is in the house. Hello there.
Hello.
I'm almost caught up.
I need more questions.
Hey, I am caught up. You're on your own now.
Am I at an hour?
No, it's too late. If there had been more questions, you were ready to keep talking.
I'm actually surprised of myself tonight.
I'm so proud of you.
For coming on. I mean, I wanted to make an excuse up, but I was like, nah, I can't let anybody down. I might as well go ahead and face this. Actually, is one of my fears was getting on here tonight, because I didn't think that I could do it. I'm still too shy. I was like, I don't know what to say for an hour. And I was sitting over here jotting stuff down, what I was going to try to talk about. And I was like, dang, that's only 10 minutes. What am I going to do? But I do thank all y'all for being in here tonight and asking the questions and trying to help me keep my hour going, because first time I was so scared I was going to be a failure at this. But obviously that prayer sure did help me out tonight. And I'm thankful for that.
Good job. Our Epic RV Adventure, they come on before you every Sunday night.
Yes.
And it slipped their mind. But we will be mentioning BJ now that I realize she is on at 9. Sorry, BJ.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, let's see. RV Underway says, BJ, great show. Just be yourself. Wow.
Does that mean I get to sing?
No, don't sing, baby.
Because I do a lot of things.
Don't sing. New Vision Security Services, do y'all run on channel 19?
No, actually, we run on 13. The reason being, it's like everywhere we went, we've seen a number 13. And I was like, that's our lucky number. And the craziest thing that this 13 has actually proved to me, I told my daughter-in-law before she ever had my grandbaby, I said, I keep seeing the number 13 over and over, and I don't know why. I thought 13 was a bad number, but I actually was born at 3:13 a.m. in the morning. So.
That's good. And if y'all can remember during Blue Wave Odyssey's giveaway, I picked number 13,
oh, that's right.
And we won $10.
Where's my half?
It's still in the Amazon credit.
Okay, just making sure I'm getting my half.
That's right. That's right. Jerry Holly says, you guys make a great couple. Everybody said, let's see, you're doing great. You're rocking it, BJ. Blue Wave says you're rocking it. Avenger RV says you're killing it. Kathy's Outdoor Adventure says, love this. It didn't seem like it was an hour already.
Oh, no,
New Horizons, you're rocking it, BJ. RV Ashes in April says, go ahead and sing it, BJ. And AJ said that's his favorite number 2. And Imagine Your Odyssey says, we are also on at 8 to 9, and we'll do the same for BJ. This is going to be a norm. Laughing out loud. Slow momentum. Go spend that $10. BJ. Michael spent mine. Everybody, Rocky's number, RB Kids TV,
Yeah.
his favorite number is 13.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Daydreams About Nice Things says, I see BJ and KT Slow Momentum show in the near future. You're right. We're going to come on together. Yeah. Caitlin, your daughter, says, love your quirkiness, mother.
Oh, I tell you what, I told her the other day, I said, kind of thinking about myself and her, she's the shy one too, I said, don't you think it's time you need to start talking to people and being, a young adult? And it was the best feeling I had. She actually changed jobs to another place she worked at. They transferred her. But when she called and had that perkiness and the happiness in her, because she said people were talking to her, all that, it was a wonderful feeling. I mean, just awesome.
You know what? I don't know if we're gonna have to get a splicer so we can both be.
Well, I actually have a question for you.
Well, hold on a minute. Maybe
Okay.
I don't know if it's that. Yeah. Venture says need to have the Slow Momentum show starring BJ with. Whoa! What you mean? What you mean? BJ would co-host KT? What you mean? Why I got to be the co-host?
I'll tell you what. I'll let you on my show if you wear a wig and be my little she-man.
Oh, okay. Oh, Timmy Ray says it's about time for Keith's show. So I'm going to the other live stream. But anyway, RV,
Thanks, Timmy Ray.
I don't know if they just feeling sorry for me or not, but RV Underway says, okay, come on, KT, lean into the shot. Let's see those pearly whites.
Oh my God, I gotta tell y'all something. He gotta put his hat on. We went to watch my kids the other day play laser tag, and it was a black room. When he went in there, his old teeth were just lighting. It was funny. Come on, you don't have to get all prettied up. They know what you look like. And here he comes. Da-da, da-da. Warning, here he comes. Da-da, da-da. Oh my God, are you serious? That's sad.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? Thank some of y'all for wanting to see me.
You
mean,
you look like a leprechaun.
Because I'm short?
No, because you got that goofy hat on. But it's pretty cool.
No, people love this hat. People love this hat. You like it?
I mean, you're short. All you got to do is paint you green. You got the little bitty beard.
Well, I mean, I got all kind of hats.
Just show them your bald head and be yourself.
I'm a man of many hats. How y'all doing, everybody? I hear that train a-coming. It's coming. Okay.
Is that one? That's not one of your 4 favorite songs.
I know.
He only has 4. That's the only 4 I ever heard. There's a leprechaun.
Cat daddy, baby. Cat daddy.
Oh, he does let me paint his fingernails and toenails, by the way. Yeah. That's a secret.
I've got one more hat. I've got one more hat to show y'all. Hey! Whoa! Boink.
Po thing. Po thing. We're going to close tonight with a prayer for you.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, I can't read anything.
No, I didn't say anything. It's man, this has been awesome, y'all. This has been awesome. Let me just check a few more out right here because I know BJ needs to take a little break.
I was trying to ask you. I have a question for you.
Jerry Holly said they're jumping over to the other show. Oh, you're right. KT, you lost your beads. No, I still got my beads. Let's see here. Timmy Ray, I forgot. I was thinking that the Phantom said doomed. Timmy Ray said put the Gene Simmons mask on.
Oh no.
Hey, Daydreams, thank y'all for coming.
Thank everybody.
Tell you what, no, they don't sell these hats at the Love's truck stop like I got. because mine is real leather, but they do
Yeah.
sell the other ones with the cool little designs on them. I like those.
Yeah, they're similar.
But
to
yeah,
that.
okay. RB Kids TV said they got to go. Good night. So go ahead.
Thank
and
you,
tell them all.
everybody.
And we'll see y'all at the other live stream.
Well done.
You're still live, baby.
Oh, sorry.
You got to touch that button right there.
Oh, really? Anyway, I was trying to ask you before I jump off.
Okay.
I got to go eat something. I love to eat. Did you have a question for me? Considering that I've been out on the road with you as long as I have, has there been anything to you that you want to share about?
I do not have a question for you. I have a statement for you. You have done an awesome job, and
Thank
I
you.
cannot say how proud
Thank you.
I
Means
am.
a lot.
Now hit the button so I can dry my damn tears. Shit! I wasn't supposed to cry. Hit the button.
I love. Anyway, I want to thank
Hit
everybody.
the button. Hit the
He's-
button.
he's
I'm
really
hit the button. Bye, y'all.
crying.